So like I've been playing old Mario games recently, the ones that are like older than I am and which flew past me in my youth. It is through this that I have determined that Super Mario Bros. 3 is literally good. Super Mario World is literally good. Super Mario Land literally exists. But let's not talk about what exists. No more truth, no more reality. Welcome to my void. You know what else is literally good? Super Mario Land 2. It's relentlessly charming. It's also like designed weirdly. I know saying that about a Game Boy game is about as earth-shattering as pointing out that Sheik is actually Metroid, but I really mean it when I say that it doesn't feel like a Mario game. You know when you play Super Mario Bros. 2 and you're like, wow, this isn't designed like a typical Mario game, it's designed like it's not very good. Yeah, that's right. I think SMB2 is mid. Crucify me if you want to. You can crucify me. You can put me on the cross and spit eggs at me. Honestly, when I play Super Mario Land 2, what it makes me think of is Mega Man. You choose the order you tackle the worlds before attacking the final castle. Literally Mega Man. The world design and level design tell stories. You're climbing a tree, you're digging through a basement, you're in the belly of a whale. That's also Mega Man. The stages are often split into rooms. Deeply Mega Man. Hyper-specific enemy designs buttress both the visual and gameplay themes of individual stages. The only way this game could be more Mega Man is if it involved Robot Masters and Mega Busters, and if Mario was wearing a little blue diaper. Actually, maybe he is. That's up to interpretation, right? But on that last point, the enemy thing, not the diaper thing, picture, if you will, Mario Land 2's Pumpkin Zone. A zone, not a land nor a world, but a zone. Some might say it's giving Sonic. I say it's giving municipal regulations. A district zoned for pumpkin hilarity. Now, toward the end of one of the stages of the Pumpkin Zone, you come across this. I'm gonna give you a second. I assume you're now done screaming in terror. Yes, there is a fucking Drac attack. Bloodsucker alert. They ported Tsukihime to the Game Boy Color. I'm enamored with this thing. It's so whimsical. There's only one of it in the whole game, which is, again, kind of a Mega Man thing to do. It makes it feel special and distinct. Kind of mini-boss vibes, right? But he just stands there throwing bats at you like the opposite of baseball. This is so un-Mario, right? Like, in a game that is un-Mario to the core, this is a noteworthy extreme. That is a human. That is a man. Vampire or not, that is an adult human, and the game insists that you react to him like a Goomba. What a beautiful gameplay narrative. Mario sees an adult human man walking out of Spirit Halloween and says, I need to stomp on this man until he dies. It's fantastic. It's exactly what the series has always been missing. I look at the ignoble amp, and I say, where's the flesh? Where's the human skin? It's an injection of realism that this franchise desperately needs. The average player does not interact with mushrooms or flowers or mice or motor vehicles or shoes. Let's use images that a player will actually recognize from their daily life, like a Dracula. Making Mario exclusively interact with humans will really speak to the concerns of the consumer base, illustrate the struggles we all go through. But it's not just a man, it's a manpire. A vampire, a Dracula, a real proper Dracula. Full throttle, Tremere, Ventru, Toreador, saying words like coterie, adding Transylvania to Mario's map. It's magical. Mario versus Dracula. Fuck, you know the doors this could be opening if not for corporate cowardice? Give me Gilman. Give me the Bride of Frankenstein immediately. As it is, the Invisible Man is the only classic monster that appears in every single Mario game ever made. Look, there he is. Look at the promo art for this thing. It makes me think of Kid Dracula from Kid Dracula. By the way, remember Kid Dracula? Is this a kid? Is this supposed to be a child? Is this a minor on Twitter.com? Mario sees a small child walking out of Party City and grabs a fly swatter. It's probably not meant to parse as a kid any more than Mario is. Face the facts, this is an adult. This is an adult human. He's 35, he has a job and an OkCupid profile. Easily enters my top 10 Draculas of the Mario franchise. For the record, the blank spaces are a periodic table situation. Scientifically speaking, it is guaranteed that the Marioverse should eventually have a super ultra #1 Dracula that would just knock my socks off and slurp the blood out of them. It just hasn't been discovered. For any Dracula Dracula is omitted from my list, assume I'm doing it on purpose and maliciously. I don't give a fuck about Vampire Shy Guy. It's called Kurokyura, and it never came back, which sucks. We could have had this instead of Konkdor. I don't want to live in the Konkdor timeline anymore. I'm looking into alternatives. Kurokyura was in a couple of manga adaptations as like a notable individual minion of Wario. His profile from a Japan-only guidebook as rendered on Mario Wiki. I don't like fighting. The mysterious Western Pavilion was built before people lived in Mario Land. The master of this place is Kurokyura. He fights by sending his minion Minikura to fight, but he does not attack himself. He can be defeated by simply stepping on him. Now, I would say take third-party peripheral material with a grain of holy water, but I assume there's a reason it's called Perfect Ban Mario Character Daijiten rather than Imperfect Permission Wario Actor Undaijiten. Now, of course, Nintendo, the entire company, Nintendo and everyone therein, is subject to a disease where if you give any Mario Land character an official English name, you turn into a big pile of blood. Ant alone had a 3-figure kill count. The most obvious, like, literal English translation of this name is Taken. Blackula is literally good, by the way. Like, that's another thing that's just straight up good. And see, it's less about copyright and more about the fact that it's a really well-known character name. Like, if you're gonna name enemies after, like, famous characters, then start calling them, like, Han Solo and Batman and Mario. It would be weird. It would be like naming a Mario character after Bo Diddley or a World War II tank or a landlord from Washington. It just wouldn't happen. How about Dracula? A little bit of inversion, right? Sounds silly and playful. It also sounds kind of bad. Is this one actually taken too? Fuck off. Whackula is the name that was posited by the iconic blog Weird Mario Enemies. It conveys silliness while reinforcing a Wario connection. The biggest weakness, of course, is that this is stolen valor. I'm stealing valor from Weird Mario Enemies by even bringing it up, which is why my next video is going to be a 3-hour apology, so look forward to that one. Okay, here's one for you. Shadow Dracula. So like, I like this because it kind of says like, okay, you know Dracula, right? You're scared of, you live in fear of Dracula, right? Well, there's actually like, there's like a more evil Dracula. There's a stronger form of Dracula. There's a Shadow Dracula. You get what I'm saying here? Like, there's a Shadow Dracula. The same effect could also be achieved from like Nightmare Dracula or like Devil Dracula or Hyper Ghost Spectrum Parallel Mayhem Dracula. Okay, here's the big one. Cloakula. It's important to spell it with a K or else people are gonna think it's cloakula, and that's two concepts that don't need to be anywhere near each other. This is like actually my favorite like possible name for this thing. It captures the general sound of the original name. The concept of darkness is sublimated into like a cloak, a shroud, a thing that a Dracula would wear. That rules. It's a great name. I came up with it without even like thinking about it. And moving forward, I will exclusively be using this name for this monster and like probably even for other things too. I love it. It just sounds good. It's satisfying to say. Like, it's arresting. It's arresting. I'm arrested. I am in chains and they're gonna crucify me. Anyway, the gist of this video is that I love this thing and it should be unburied immediately. If Batadon can be making Mario Kart money, then I think Cloakula should be playable in Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meetup in Bella Bell Park. I just think it shouldn't be controversial to say that Cloakula would be perfect for the roster of Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV. Cloakula for Super Smash Brothers, Tekken, the horse game, Bloons. I want it in Bloons. Cloakula for Inland Empire. Mysterious Skin would benefit greatly from a Cloakula cameo. That's really the one thing it's missing. Real Life, The Moon. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Put it on Rothko's. Thank you for watching. I have a Tumblr account. Stan Cloakula, Stan Egyptian Koopa. Goodbye.